Today is the feast of a great missionary saint, Saint Peter Chanel. He was a Marist, served in the Pacific on Futuna Island and died there. You're with Mission Live. This is Roger from the MSC Mission Office. And we look at a little bit at Saint Peter Chanel's life today. He was a Frenchman. He became a diocesan priest firstly and served in France. Then in 1831 he joined the Marists because he wanted to be a missionary. He was put in the seminary to teach for about 5 years, which he did diligently and faithfully, but always wanting to go to the missions. Many of the things about his life teach us about what is mission, and that is one of them. Firstly, he wanted to be a priest, and he was able to be, but there was this idea that there was something more for him to do. He wanted to go to the missions. And when he made the move to do that, he was put in a seminary to teach. So he had to bide his time, he had to wait, he had to trust that he would get to the missions. And there's many stories like that. And the MSCs, we have people in the same way that wanted to go to the missions but were asked to do something else. Many stories like that. In 1836, the Marists were given the work to evangelise the New Hebrides Islands in the Pacific, and he went with the team, and he was the superior of that team. He then went to Futuna Island with a brother and with a layman, and there he began missionary work. And of course, in a strange country, in a different culture, there are many hardships to put up with. That part of the world would have been a different climate, different food, different customs, many different things. He learned the language with great difficulty, but he learned the language to speak it, and he slowly began missionary work, evangelizing. And it says too, he began, he began attending the sick, baptizing the dying, and waiting and winning from all the name of the man with a kind heart. And as he progressed, a few others began to be converted. The king at the time didn't like this because it was undermining his authority, undermining many of the customs and practices that gave him authority. And when this king's son wanted to be converted, he sent some warriors and killed Peter Chanel. So he only served on Futuna for 5 years and died at the age of 38. So a very short time on mission and a very young man. So in there is the sense of sacrifice, that he did best, but he laid a basis for those who followed, because others who were sent there within 5 months, the whole of the island was converted. And there was a new king who had disagreed with the other king's decision to kill Peter Chanel, and so the story goes on. So Futuna is Catholic. So many things in there. Any missionary who leaves his or her own place and goes to another place, what we call mission ad gentes, to others, literally to the tribes, by leaving your place you go to another place which is not your place. And so you have different customs, different food, often a different climate, different language. Many things are different. So you have to adjust, you have to learn. And also people's way of thinking is not our way of thinking, meaning Western way of thinking. And this takes a long time to learn. So the road to successful missionary work is long and arduous, and takes a lot of patience, a lot of perseverance. So Peter Chanel, Marist in the Pacific, his feast day today, a great missionary saint who laid the basis for others to build on and achieved much in his day. This is what mission is about. This is our mission, and thank you for being with us.